Christian Wood. What a night.
Good revenge game for you.
Couldn't even get on the floor for the Los Angeles Lakers as the Mavericks took them down 127-125. We're going to recap this one, take a look at the recent stretch for the Mavs, plus look ahead as well. But first, hit that subscribe button. I mean, subscribe for that intro, if nothing else. We appreciate all your support. Videos almost every single day, the latest Mavs news and rumors. And you see it on your screen. If you want this winning streak to continue, hit that sub button.
Don't be the guy that makes the Mavs lose their game.
Exactly. Don't be that person. Coverage almost every single day. Don't jinx it. Hit the sub button. Lots to dive into on Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. Let's go. Harrison Graham and Jeffrey Cooperstein here for Mavericks Today, and good God Almighty, I think you could say this was the win of the season.
Hell of a win.
I'll be honest, and Coop can attest, when I saw how many players were questionable, including Luka, and I knew Kyrie was probably going to be out, Derrick Jones, a couple others, I kind of had the attitude of maybe you just mail this one in.
I did too.
And just accept that you're probably going to lose this game, but Luka decided to play, and what a hell of a win for the Dallas Mavericks last night.
Great win, yeah. Luka played 44 minutes the night before in Memphis. I believe he played 42 last night. And he was Luka once again. 12 of 28 from the field is not the efficiency that you want to see, but when you're playing that many minutes in that little bit of a time, that's bound to happen. He was still Luka, and he was awesome. What a great win for the Mavs. I think it's the best win of the season, and it's not even close, given all that's stacked up against you with the injuries and the schedule and whatnot. So fantastic win for the Mavs, and obviously led by Luka.
Luka's just so insane. You're like on a 12 for 28 night, you're like, he didn't play his best. The guy still goes for 33 and 17 with 6 rebounds. I mean, 17 assists. Are you joking?
And he also, I believe it was his 7th straight game with 30-plus points as well.
He's been cooking.
So he's on a ridiculous trajectory, and he did get his 5th technical once again.
Yeah.
Again, a horrible call by the officials. Luka had a right to be mad. The refs were bad all night, but that's neither here nor there. Luka, keep the complaining down a little bit. Probably will get suspended at some point in the year for his 16th tech, but still a great performance by Luka and a great performance by this team on a night where no one really expected them to win.
And a lot of those assists went to Mr. Dante Exum. I mean, we got to talk about Exum here for a little bit, Coop. 26 points,
Incredible,
4 boards, 3 assists, 7 3-pointers made, 8 of 10 overall. I think he's averaging like 22, 5, and 4 over his last 3 games or something that. He's been terrific.
He's been an absolute revelation for this team. He hit the dagger 3 late in the fourth quarter that put the Mavs over the top. 17 points in the fourth quarter as well.
That's unbelievable.
And he's doing it all sorts of ways as well. He's driving to the cup. He's hitting the corner 3. He's doing it off the bounce as well. I mean, the guy has been nothing short of magnificent for this Mavericks team, and we'll explore this in a later video, but what does this mean for Josh Green and his prospects?
I mean, look, yeah, we can dive into it a little more later on, but like, he's playing like you hoped Josh Green could eventually play.
No doubt.
I don't think Josh Green will have 26 points in a game all season.
You're not wrong.
And I'm not trying to bury Josh Green. I'm just saying what Dante Exum is doing, like, once Green is healthy, I don't want to see Exum's role reduced.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't think it will be at this point. I mean, you're playing this well. There's just no way his role is reduced. I think Josh Green is going to have to earn his way back into this rotation at this point.
Yeah.
We also don't know how long Josh Green's going to be out. I mean, I think it's at least 3 weeks from now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and look, that's usually when guys are down, that's not a good thing. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but the silver lining is that you get extended run from Exum, and if he can earn these minutes once Green is back, which I would say he's doing that and then some, then look, it's a good problem to have if you are Jason Kidd. It was nice to see Grant Williams back out there, Coop. This is more of what we had seen the first few weeks of the season. Now, not going to go 7 for 9 all the time, but 19 points, hitting some corner threes. The defense, I mean, he's just been a really solid glue guy since coming over from Boston.
Yeah, good to see him get back in a groove after missing about a week or so with that knee problem. I'm glad, and he said he was fine in the post-game show, so he's feeling good. And the Mavs need him as well. He did a lot of the work on LeBron James last night, so they're going to need Grant Williams on both the offensive and defensive end. Speaking of the defensive end, this guy was awesome again. I know the box score, 8 points, 8 rebounds, doesn't really show it. Got into a bit of foul trouble as well, but did have 3 blocks, and when he's in the game, the team just plays different on defense. Derek Lively, you can't say more good things about him than we already have. He's just absolutely awesome.
He's been a top 3 or 4 rookie in the NBA all season. He's been awesome. What a find for Dallas.
I'm going to start the Derek Lively for Rookie of the Year campaign.
I'm in.
I know he's not going to win it.
Jaime Jaquez is getting love for that. Why can't Derek Lively?
Absolutely. Look, he has more wins than Victor in his career so far. Chet should not count as a rookie.
Agreed.
So that leaves Derek Lively as the top one. I'm doing it. Let's go.
I'm in. Derek Lively, you are Mavericks Today Rookie of the Year.
Indeed.
I can promise you that.
A sour note from last night, Seth Curry got injured in the first half, sprained his ankle, did not return to the game in the second half. Jaden Hardy started in his place. Just adds to the long list of injuries now. So we have an updated injury report for you, and here's what it looks like. It's Kyrie Irving, Derrick Jones, Seth Curry, Maxi Kleber, Josh Green. Again, all guys that contribute to this team.
And I think that's what makes what they're doing right now so much more impressive, Coop, because they started hot. They kind of hit that 2 or 3 week lull where they weren't playing great, but now they are stringing wins together again, and they're doing so shorthanded.
For sure.
Kyrie's been in and out. Jones has missed the last game and a half or so. Seth Curry is now down. Kleber and Green have been out for an extended stretch here.
And just a quick note on Kyrie. Last night, he was on crutches at the game, didn't sit on the bench. He was sitting in a suite with Nico Harrison. So I would imagine Kyrie's a bit of a ways away from return.
And look, let's be real. The Mavs have created enough of a cushion. Don't bring him back.
Don't rush him back to where he could get hurt even more seriously. Absolutely. And hopefully the Mavs can get him back. I hope around Christmas, but maybe that seems a little ambitious.
Yeah, look, if you can get him back by the new year, that's perfectly fine with me. I don't think you need to rush it. You already dodged disaster. Let's not rush the guy back just because you did dodge that disaster. So that's what I would say. And hey, if you're loving the vibes right now, the MFFL.
Let's go, baby.
Next man up mentality. I will say this. It speaks to the depth of this basketball team. Hell, even Markieff Morris a couple of nights ago, Coop, comes in, knocks down a couple of threes. He's like your 15th guy.
And AJ Lawson, who's on a two-way, got some meaningful minutes, and he played pretty well as well. So this team is deep right now, and the vibes are good. 4 in a row for the Mavs, sitting 3rd in the Western Conference, and we'll talk about who they have next coming up here.
Yeah, they're playing really, really well. MFFL's all around. Shout out to Factor Meals. The Mavs have brought the Factor, and maybe it's because they're eating Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit and delivery service. They'll help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your doorstep. You're going to save time and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while also tackling all your holiday to-dos, shopping, and other things, traveling, etc. Cross meal prepping off your list this holiday season with Factor. Skip the meal planning, the grocery shopping, the chopping, the prepping, the cleaning up afterwards, as Factor's fresh, never frozen meals delivered to your door are going to have you ready to eat in just 2 minutes or less. All you got to do is heat and enjoy. And if you don't have access to a microwave, they've got salad toppers. They've got protein shakes, which Coop has had quite a bit the last couple of weeks. They are fantastic. Different categories, too. They have protein plus meals, calorie conscious meals. Whatever you're striving for, Factor is going to be able to provide it. So go check them out, factormeals.com/NBAchat50. 50% off this holiday season at factormeals.com/NBAchat50. Take advantage of this awesome holiday sale today. That link and promo code will be in the description and comments of this video. You look at the Western Conference right now, Coop, and the Mavs are right there in the mix. And look, there's 5 to 10 teams that are pretty damn good in the West. So this is going to be something that shuffles all season. And I'm excited for Thursday night. I know Dallas is likely going to be shorthanded again, but you got Minnesota coming to the crib with an opportunity to close the gap on that #1 overall seed.
Yeah, it'll be cool, man. And OKC is also playing Sacramento on Thursday as well. So
2 great matchups.
Time for some movement there on Thursday. Yeah, this will be a huge game. Really another great test for the Mavericks. I think the Lakers were a really good test as well. Minnesota's just playing absolutely incredible. They're the #1 defensive team in the league right now as well. Anthony Edwards leading the charge there. This will be a good test for the Mavs. We'll see who plays and who doesn't. I think Derrick Jones will be in tomorrow. I don't want to guarantee anything, but I think he'll be back as well. So yeah, it'll be a really good test for this team to see where they're at. Obviously, Minnesota has the 2 twin towers in Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns, and that'll provide a challenge.
Yeah, and look, I wanted to talk about just that, Coop, because we kind of all dunked on the Gobert trade when it happened. We definitely dunked on it after the first year. It did not go that well in Minnesota, but give them credit. They're making it work this year. The defense is locked in. I feel like Karl-Anthony Towns, he's never going to be a great defender, but I feel like he's bought in a little bit more just because he kind of has to. Like, if he doesn't, they're just going to trade him.
Exactly.
That team's playing well. And look, I wouldn't say he's a top MVP candidate, but Anthony Edwards is definitely in the mix right now among the top 5 or 6 guys with how he's been playing on both ends of the floor. That team's gelled well. Mike Conley provides a good veteran presence to that team. They've got a good mix of athleticism, vets, young guys, and obviously just raw talent on that roster right now.
Yeah, it ought to be a good matchup for sure. I think Derek Lively will have his hands full, whether he's tasked with guarding Karl-Anthony Towns or Gobert. It'll be interesting to see what happens, and I think you'll see the Mavs try to play a little bit bigger. Maybe Markieff Morris gets some run in there as well, just to give the team some length because the Timberwolves are so long. So it'll be a great matchup to see. Little word is, Coop may be in the building, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see this game and see what the Mavs can bring to the table here.
And I will say this is probably a game where not having Maxi Kleber hurts because you can play him next to Derek Lively. I don't think you're putting Dwight Powell or Rashawn Holmes next to Derek Lively.
You're not.
Guard the Twin Towers. So, look, this is another big Grant Williams game, I would say. We saw him defend Victor Wembanyama on opening night. Can you stick him on Gobert some and have Lively chase around Cat? Maybe that's something that Jason Kidd employs, so certainly going to be interesting.
Yeah, Mavs go to Portland on Saturday, so maybe this is a game where you expand all your energy, and then on Saturday, if you want to rest Luka Doncic against Portland, maybe you consider that.
Definitely a possibility. Who you guys got at the AAC on Thursday night? Should be some good hoops. Type DAL for the Mavericks, MIN for the Timberwolves. Coop's probably going to head out there. He'll do a little short from the arena after the game's over if he does, so stay tuned for that. More videos to come. Let us know who you got, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you guys.